Hi, everybody. Donna's not feeling too well today, so I'm just going to run solo, a little Tribe Shout Out Tuesday real quick. Nothing too fancy. I've got a cat sitting over here, hanging out by the desk. Come here, Chunks. Come on. Come on, Chunks. Oi. And so I'm just going to give a little shout out, and we will commence ending this probably a little early, so that I already told them you're not feeling too well.
All right.
I don't even know if I'm making noise, so if one of the two people who are on can say hi, that would be sweet.
Let's see here. Check that out.
Say hi. There we go.
There we are. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do a little quick one without all the extra technology, and Donna is going to go lay down, and I'm gonna pet this cat too. In no particular order, we're going to give a shout out to RLM Radio, rlmradio.xyz. I don't even know what their schedule looks like because I never really did. Donna was usually the one spieling them, but you can find Grim, Cirque, Moose Girl, Vinny, and all sorts of characters over at rlm.xyz. That is Real Liberty Media. And it is a internet radio station. They focus on shows. If you're interested in that kind of stuff, they're the guys to go to. And while we're at it, shout out to Vinny, who's along with RLM Media has been like a great cheerleader as far as trying to spread the word of the network out to as many people as possible. And he has a weekly podcast called Pondergander that you can find on rlmradio.xyz. That is reallibertymedia.com. I want to give a shout out to my little brother, who I have no idea what the name of his business is. I do know he is going to be coming on Friday, 5:30. So we will have a guest this Friday at 5:30. And I know he is a product ambassador for a supplement company now. My brother, I think, still is a lumberjack, and I used to be an amateur MMA fighter, and he's got like these big old heavyweight MMA fighter arms and stuff like that. If that stuff is interesting to you, you may want to look him up. His name is Charlie Dollum. Charlie, as in Charlie, DAHLEM, and right now you can currently just find him on Facebook on his Facebook profile. Beyond that, we will have to figure that out. Like, I don't know if he has other media at this point. Yeah. So there's that. I'd like to give out a shout out to Donna. She is going above and beyond herself today, and because of it, she kind of got herself a little headache. So she's going to be resting. She will feel better soon. That is not a problem. She is literally the person in charge of all the artistic portions of our endeavors. So it's no small task that she takes on when the stuff that she's doing. So a round of applause for Donna Van Meter, Van Meter Design Studios, as well as the artistic end of High HD Guitars and and the Sacred Agora. You can find plenty of her artistic wares over on the Sacred Agora. I usually try to pump more stuff on that on Fridays, and trust me, I have plenty of material because Donna fists over a bunch of material for me to work with. Oh, look, Tony Bones is or is in the house. Speaking of which, regular shout out for Tribe Shout Out Tuesday is Bones Apothecary. Tony Bones is one of the many anarchist people that we know, and look, there she is. And I've been trying to get her on live at 5:30, so maybe at some point in time we can work that out. But she is a distributor of Kratom. I think I'm pronouncing it right. Maybe, I don't know. I never really know. But she uses that. It helps with her personal life. I believe with her focus, with her anxiety issues. I have heard, I'm not sure if it was from her or from somewhere else, that it helps curb compulsive drinking and other things like that. Okay. If later would work, we could work that out too. Like if we wanted to do it later because Larry's not there. I mean, that's also a possibility. We can be a little flexible on the time if that's what it takes. Or we can just do it any day that Larry is off of work. Yeah. Words from Tony Bones herself. Kratom helps. She used to be a hot mess. So you can find her stuff on bonesapothecary.com. You can find Bones Apothecary on the web under Bones Apothecary. You can find her on Facebook under Bones Apothecary, and you can find her personal profile on Tony Bones, ToniBones. If you are wondering, if you're in one of the liberty-orientated people, Tony Bones is the same Tony Bones from Cop Block So it's not like she is a stranger to um, um, the anti-state movement. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, Tony. We will work that out, and yeah, just keep in touch. And at any point in time, you let me know. We will make it happen. Um, and we'll absolutely advertise it heavily beforehand. Pretty sure we'll have like a record number of people watching because, well, you're kind of
Fangirls
you're
and
famous.
boys.
You're kind of internet famous. You got fanboys. Um, and there's that. So who else did we have? Speaking of apothecaries, Lunar Lathers Apothecary. If you are in the market for soaps, suds, bath bombs, and all sorts of stuff like that, you could head right on over to Lunar Lathers Apothecary at .bigcartel.com. You can find Lunar Lathers on Facebook, Instagram, and the owner operator of Lunar Lathers Apothecary is a good friend of mine, Tara Schreiber. She and her husband were affected by the lockdown last year, and that's how Lunar Lathers got born. Because they have a small child at home, and you know, no paycheck means you know no bills get paid, and that's a problem. I believe anybody can relate to. So that was her answer. Was, well, let me start a business doing something I know how to do, and there you go. She's um, yeah, she's an amazing woman, getting out there and doing her thing. Speaking of people who uh, started their business specifically because of COVID-19, we have as a network member, one of the earlier network members that we had when we first launched the network, um, Homemade by Lala. Homemade by Lala. Leela Tyler, the owner of Homemade by Lala, her and her husband started this company in direct response to the lockdown, and and I know her personally from my work. Anybody who knows, I work in a kitchen as my day job, and that's where I met Leela, and that's where I know her from. She was a baker, and she always was a baker, as far as I'm concerned. That's what she does for a living. And Homemade by Lala is her baked goods. If you are in the immediate Orlando area, she does personally deliver baked goods. Most of her baked goods, she does also. She can also ship. They, of course, won't be, uh, straight out of the oven fresh as they would be if she was driving them to your house. But to be completely fair, she does an excellent job with baked goods. So and she knows how to ship them. So uh, if you order anywhere, I would suppose anywhere in the continuous 48 states. Um, it should not affect it too much. I do know she also makes jams along with her baked goods, so you can absolutely uh, get jams shipped to you from her. I believe she was working on some blueberry jam variants and stuff like that recently. But that is Homemade by Lala. You know, you can find them on Facebook, and I think she has an Instagram up. have to check on that. But there we go. Homemade by Lala. Her credentials: she's a trained culinary professional. She went to school, and for the last over 10 years has been a baker at the Walt Disney World Resorts. So there you go. There's credentials right there. She's on a daily basis held to a higher standard than most culinary professionals in the world. And plus, she's just the nicest person on the planet. She's like 100% stereotypical Southern girl from Alabama. She's nice as can be. So there you go. Another person who started their business, another couple who started their business due to the coronavirus lockdown is Dawn of Adventures, Ashley and Nathan Kaminsky Horak. They came on live, as well as Leela, and they had basically started an IntelliTravel business where they basically sell travel arrangements. You can find them, Dawn of Adventures, on Facebook. I believe dawnofadventures.intellitravel.com, and every Tuesdays and Thursdays, I believe they do some sort of trivia game where the prize is, free travel arrangements. You can't really beat that. If someone's picking up the tab for you to go someplace, all you got to do is buy plane tickets. I mean, if you're allowed to travel, I don't know. That's a whole other onion of crap that I don't really open here on this show. I will, however, be delving into the madness on season 3 of Comfortable Lies, which is going to start in June. I do have a lot of catching up to do over the last 2 months of my complete silence and internal screaming. You can ask Donna, you would be able to ask her if she was sitting right here, the consistent monologue of what the actual fuck has been coming out of my mouth on a regular basis. So I feel it's time that I bring up season 3 of Comfortable Lies. We're gonna have to get those graphics together and stuff like that and make it look real nice and pretty too. And I'm gonna end it pretty soon with a shout out to my good friend Tabs. Tabs is the owner operator of 8020 Empire, EMPYRE.com. You can find 8020 Empire on Facebook, and you can find Tabs on Facebook as well, on her public page, her public figure page. RAGEBTABE is how that is spelled. I never pronounce it right, so she says people call me Tabs, and that's what I call her. She currently has a studio open up, and she sells studio time for recording artists, as well as working on her own recordings. 8020 Empire is a comic and music entertainment idea that she had to raise awareness of actual ancient African culture, because generally how the current view of ancient African culture is they were savages. Well, Egypt was this thing that happened, and then they were savages, and then the white man came and saved them, and that's obviously nowhere remotely close to true. Um, uh, she she did actually get a measure of success. Uh, uh, the subject matter was added to the curriculum in Connecticut, one of the places that she was working on getting it. Uh, One of the venues that she was looking to get ancient African culture highlighted. It is only an elective at this point, and well, it's how these things start, you know. So there you go. There's our tribe shout out Tuesday. Sorry it's not full of fanfare, and sorry that there's no Donna, but she's not feeling well, and um, since I'm riding solo, running back and forth between the house and stuff like that, without somebody else being able to take the heat for a bit, it kind of makes it a little difficult, and I stutter enough as it is. Thanks everybody for showing up. I greatly appreciate it. I hope everyone has a great day, and I will see you later for Bard and Broad Players Path edition for Tuesday, and then tomorrow we have Web Presence Wednesday. And at some point in time, we will have Tony Bones be coming in for an interview as well. So stay tuned for all of that. Oh look, there's Grim. Yeah, you missed it, Grim. Grim, we shout you out like first, by the way, at like 5:30, just so that everyone's on the same page here, buddy. Thanks, Vinny. Thanks, Grim, for showing up. Thanks, Tony Bones, and everybody else who came. And have a great day. And we will see you later, or tomorrow, or in the future at some point in time. You know, in the future. Time, away from time. Yeah.